I don't know. I mean, I've kind of lost control of Star Wars, so it's going off in a different path than what I intended. But the first 6 are very much mine and my philosophy. And I think that philosophy sort of goes beyond any particular time because it's based on history, it's based on philosophy, it's based on a lot of things. And the first 3 basically tell you how a democracy turns into a dictatorship, and you end up with a tyrant, the emperor. It's a very important now, where we are now in our political history.
Makes sense to me. I'm not surprised that George Lucas would defend all the episodes that he directed.
That happened a few months ago. So it's the most recent interview of George Lucas.
Not surprising because he brought up stuff like democracy, which I think ties back more to what was going on in January 6th, and stuff like that relate back to the election. Star Wars isn't like his anymore. He kind of sold it, so.
Well, I mean, in movies it says based on characters created by George Lucas, like at the credits. Well,
it's like when something comes. I mean, he sold Star Wars.
That's right, he did sell Star Wars, but at the time, he sold it knowing that he would still be allowed to work on certain projects concerning his movies, like him not directing all of it, but still having a say in it. And now he really doesn't have a say in almost anything. Like in an interview, he literally said, I thought I would have a little bit more say in the films because he's already started them, but they decided not to include him, and he just said life is like that. Sometimes you just gotta move on.
So when something comes out of your hands, or another example is like when something is no longer copyrighted. So like eventually everything, the copyright expires, it can't be renewed, you no longer have control over it. It's like 70 years or something like that for certain kinds of literature. And I think like The Great Gatsby, which was written by F. Scott Fitzgerald, that book is now out of copyright. So like Fitzgerald's heirs, whatever, no longer have control over the book. So people can take the characters in The Great Gatsby and they can write other books with the same characters. They can add backstories or add more context or whatever they want to do.
Thanks for watching the podcast clip. For more content like this, feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, as well as checking out all of our playlists, including Star Wars 66 Radio and the podcast clips. Thank you, everybody, and may the Force be with you always.